Hey, this is Tarzan Duran, and you're checking out the 3 Count Podcast.
I'm in fashion, roll with cold passion.
The 3 Count Podcast presents Now Entering the Ring, and I'm your host, Clifford Red Dog Miller, the man that leads you up that mountain called wrestling. And by our 290th something episode, I would just hope you'd say it with me, I am your Sherpa. Because just like your tribal chief, acknowledge me. But like every good Sherpa, it's never about me. It's about who's entering the ring. Because you always got to find someone who's been there, done that, and can do it more efficiently than you can. And so, who do we have entering the ring? Well, this person comes to us from GTS, LLP, GCW, SAW, ACW, FI, PPW, Outbreak, UPWA, BTW, ECPW, OPW. He is the man who swings from one tree to another. He is the Tarzanian devil, Tarzan Duran.
Hell yeah. What is up, dude?
Yo, what's up, man? So, one, thank you for coming on our show. That's always gonna be the first thing.
Oh, shit. What was that?
I said, one, thank you for coming on our show.
Yeah, definitely, dude.
And then, so we met actually a couple times. So I know, like, I ran into you at like IWA with Vintage Pro Wrestling, and then we've been able to chat it up a couple times, like at other different promotions. So I was like, not bring the man, the myth, the legend here onto the show and just pick his brain, figure out like what makes him tick and talk.
Word, fuck yeah, man. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah. So first question right off the jump, who is Tarzan Duran?
Oh, I'm the fucking wild man, the fucking Tarzanian devil. Yeah, man. I'm just like a fucking loose cannon in the fucking ring, dude. Yeah, I'm like I got like a crazy, like strong style, fucking lucha style. Fucking, I go crazy hardcore with the death matches and everything, man. I fucking do it up.
Yeah, you definitely seem like the kind of person that was just like, I know it's one life and I'm going to live it up to the extreme fullest and as far as I can take it.
Yeah. That's what I go for, man. You got to, dude. Like, basically what I go off of is weed, wrestling, and women. And that's what, like, keeps me alive in this world. 3 W's.
Yo, I've never actually heard that before. I'm very appreciative that I got introduced into my life right now because that's actually super awesome.
Yeah, no, I've been saying that shit for years, but low key.
But, well, how did you get your start into the business?
So officially, I guess at like 14, me and some people just started like fucking around the trailer park and just doing like hardcore shit, And after like 2 years of doing that shit, my grandma like had enough of it, and she's like, "All right, you know what? Fuck it. If you're not going to stop, I'm going to send you to a fucking wrestling school." So I got sent to the House of Pain in Hagerstown, Maryland, and fucking slept in the ring over there, and fucking got my start, dude, back in summer of 2006.
Sheesh. Summer of 2006. I'm trying to think about where I was, and I'm pretty sure like I was on some blacktop in San Antonio, Texas, listening to some dude yell at me. It happens all the time in the Air Force.
Oh shit, San Antonio. You're in the Air Force?
Yeah.
Word,
Yeah, it was
that's
active duty Air Force, 6 years. Yeah.
Thank you for your service, bro.
Oh, I appreciate that, man. So seeing you kind of move from here to there and doing like all sorts of things, man, I have like this one question I love asking. So everybody has these and I need to know yours, but what's the worst bump you've taken?
Well, probably. I mean, I guess anything where I hit my head. Actually, all right. So over at I was wrestling for PPW over in Broadheadville, Pennsylvania, and I was going to have this one guy. I had him on the top rope and shit. And I had him, picked up like a body slam, do the fucking backflip. And Killigan McMurphy was behind me, and he fucking put his hands around my waist for a German, and he was supposed to put his hands on my side, or kind of like a side suplex, to kind of like push me steady. He grabbed me like this, and held me all the way back here, and sent me straight for a nosedive with somebody else right in my fucking arms as I'm like, backflipping and shit. And I realized, like, like all like split second shit, I'm like, oh shit, I want to spike. And so I somehow turned myself that little bit of time in the air somehow, and I still kind of landed on my head and got a little bit of concussion, but I didn't break my neck. So that's probably like the worst bump I ever took. So my neck was sore for probably like, it's probably a little sore for like a week or two after that shit. But yeah.
Yeah, that sounds way painful. And then like obviously like one of the bigger things that we like to talk about like on the show is like communication. Like it's always like important to make sure that the person that you're working with knows like, hey, I need you to do X and not do Y.
Yeah. Yeah, nah, fuck yeah. I mean, shit happens, and it wasn't on purpose. I mean, it sucks. Like, I clearly clarified, do not grab around my waist, because I'm like, unless if you release this, I'm like, yeah, nah, that's not gonna work. And I clarified that, but in the moment he still did it, which could have broke my fucking neck. Which, it just sucks that, that's how this business is sometimes. You know what I mean? You're like really putting your life in the else. And that's one thing that's like fucked me over at times is, putting my life in the hands of somebody else, and they fucking drop me on some shit. And it's like, why the fuck am I getting hurt? You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, it's something that like it's funny because I've talked about it with a bunch of guys, like a bunch of people on this podcast where we've talked about like injuries. It's gonna happen. And one thing that like even Sicken like always tells me, he's like, it's never if you're gonna get injured, but more of when you're gonna get injured. And then like and it's always gonna be something like whether it's like a miscommunication or even like a move that you may have hit like a million times in a row, perfect. The one time that you just don't do it, it just like so it's like one thing that like Sicken like always tells me is like it's never when or not if you're gonna get injured, but when you're getting injured, and it's just always on something that like you may have done a move like a million times, and then just like it's the one fall that you have that's like just destroys you. So it's always crazy like to talk about like wild ass injuries that happen.
Yeah. It's always like that one
So
like stupid, just catching someone in the crossbody, and it's like, oh shit, their hip hit your collarbone a little bit, and it's like, what the fuck? And then you got like a bruised collarbone for like a few weeks. Like stupid shit like that happens randomly. But.
or you or maybe you're just doing a 3/4 roll and you're doing a lucha roll for the 40th time, and instead of like going one route, you go the other way and just tear your abdomen. That may have happened. I don't know. Somebody on this show may have done that.
I don't know. I mean, I try to do more lucha rolls rather than straight wrestling bumps all the time. If I could do like a shit ton of lucha rolls, that's better, man. I feel like it's better. That's more like preserving for your body to just fucking roll around rather than straight taking shit ton of bumps all the time.
Yeah, I was in practice and I did a lucha roll wrong and I tore my abdomen and I was out for like 8 weeks. So I was like, when I talk about like dumb injuries happening, it happens a lot.
Yep.
So
Yeah, I don't even do like kickflips anymore. Just because, like, when I do kickflips, sometimes I land knee. Just like, fuck.
yeah, no, I understand. I do like doing backflips, but I'm just like I don't land on my knees, and I'm only a few years in the business, and I'm like I'm not trying to like ruin myself like so early, so I'm like trying to learn like, hey, what's gonna be best to do and what positions.
Yeah.
Yo, so check this out. So I love asking this question to a lot of different people, and I want to figure out like so everybody has like those 5 characters that make up their character. So what's your character that makes up Sorry. Did you catch my question?
Got you there.
Okay. So I'll ask this question back again. So check it out. So one funny thing is I love asking this question to a lot of different people, right? But everybody has like their 5 characters that make up like their character from like TV or wrestling or movies or whatever. What's your 5 characters that make up you? It has to be myself, man. I don't know what's going on. This is bad. Like really bad. Oh my god, this is so bad. This is crazy. I definitely think it's mine.
All right. Shit. All right, is this worse? It's good. You hear me? Oh, I can't. Oh, shit. I can't hear you.
That's my fault. I muted my mic
There.
by accident.
Yeah, that's what I figured real quick.
Yeah. I was like, yo, he can't hear me. I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to mute my microphone because I was like, I had pulled in my other camera just to see if it was like my connection or what was going on, and then I realized I was like, oh, yeah, I muted my mic as soon as you started talking. I was like, damn it.
Yeah. All right, so right now I think it might be working a little bit better. I think so far I hear you good.
Okay, cool. So what I'll do is I'll pick up on the next question I was gonna ask you, which is gonna be the 5 characters that make up your character. So
It's a weird
I was
question.
like, does that work for you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So hold on. Let me put this. So we'll go in 3, 2, 1. So one of my favorite questions I love asking people, it's a new question that I've kind of put together, but it's something I definitely love like asking, right? So everybody has like those 5 characters, whether they pull them from like movies or like books or like comics or wherever, wrestling, right? What are those 5 characters that make up you?
It's an interesting question. I know some people do that with their characters. They just like put different people together. Fucking, I don't really have like a specific person necessarily. I mean, I don't know. People call me Tarzan, but yeah. So I mean, so obviously there's like the Tarzan character, and but then I don't know, man. I just been kind of starting to blend it more with myself. Where I don't know, I'm at times kind of like a hippie-ish at times. I don't know, I mean, I'm different at times depending on my mood. So I don't know. That's kind of just like how my character has been lately. It was just like split personality type shit. And it's like,
Well, I mean, they always do say like the best part of your characters is something that you take and is like amplify it by 1,000. So I was like, clearly that's you.
I mean, yeah, that's basically what you got to do. So I'm trying to have more fun with shit and cut some more like fun promos and all this type of shit. And yeah, I don't know. I like the Tarzanian devil name. Fucking, I might go stronger with that more or something. Just 'cause that's a lot more fun, and it sounds more crazy like I am. So,
Well, it
yeah,
just reminds me of like the Tasmanian devil from like the Looney Tunes era.
yeah. There's a Tasmanian devil shit or the Tarzan, like it's so fucking or the New Jersey devil. So it's kind of all got that blend with the name. Um, Yeah, dude. If people really want to like see me like be a fucking devil, all covered red in blood and shit, POR Grand Prix 3 just got put on IWTV. I think this is like the first POR event to actually get put on IWTV. I don't think IWTV is putting on the POR stunts, but they at least got the wrestling on now, and fucking that fucking show's an amazing show. It's got like Matt Justice, Neil Diamond Cutter, Big Vin, JJ Allen, Bam Sullivan, and it's a crazy deathmatch tournament. I'm on there in the tournament, kicking ass and doing my shit while I'm smoking a blunt the whole match because that's what I do. And yeah, I mean that's what I do when I do like a hardcore crazy shit. Is I just smoke a blunt the whole fucking match, and I'll have a couple rolled up too in case it like. Actually, that last one for that event, I came out, I lit up a blunt, I passed it, and then I lit up another one. And no, dude, right in the beginning of that fucking match, I'm holding a bong. We go to lock up, I'm like, hold up a sec, like puffing a blunt. Then I grab the bong, and I go to like hit the bong, and the dude like pushes it out of my hand, and something on the bong straight up like cut my finger. And I'm like, oh shit. It was nice, like maybe like 2 inches under. I like pushed my skin. I'm like, oh fuck. So I just start like kicking the guy, like, yo, ref. And the ref's like taping up my hand. So that's like the first like 30 seconds of the match. is like me just kicking the guy while the fucking ref is taping my fucking finger up so I don't get no fucking shit inside that big ass flap that there was on my pinky. So that was pretty
God
cool.
damn.
I know it sounds
That
nuts.
is, man.
Yeah, yeah, it sounds crazy, dude. I don't know. I couldn't do that shit.
Nah, I will be honest, like I give a lot of appreciation to deathmatch wrestling, but I 100% know that is not my style. It's not something that I could do.
Yeah, well, it's the same professional wrestling, but there's also a different art form to it. You know what I mean? It's it's like there's like different like subgenres of professional wrestling that are like different art forms. You got like your technical wrestling, you got your old school wrestling, your deathmatch wrestling, fucking your lucha libre, where like if you were to put those guys against each other that like are not fully trained in other shit, it's gonna be a shitty match, and you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like different fucking styles and shit.
Nah.
So it's like, so for me, I try to work every fucking style the best I can, and yeah, I mean the only style that I haven't really worked too much is like comedy, and like some people, like this dude Prince from ECPW, fucking Rob Chase, fucking his comedy shit's fucking killer. It's phenomenal, and he's fucking hilarious. You're just laughing the entire fucking match. And that's just one thing that like I haven't done. But my style has always been the exact opposite of like everything just hard, realistic. Basically, like my grandfather before he died watched one of my matches when I was like 17, and I like jumped off something and like fucking hit the guy, go for like a punch. Got his arms up and the punch was a little high, and it was a shitty punch. And my grandpa called me. I was like, "What the fuck? You like didn't even hit the guy." And I'm like, "Motherfucker." And so I'm just like, all right, so all my shit, all my fucking punches, every little thing's gotta be fucking on point. And I got, so that's why like I really, like the first few years of my career, I always like worked on like my kicks and my punches and like, it's like when I hit somebody, it looks like I'm fucking hitting somebody. But I protect people and shit. And like some people think I'm like, they haven't worked me yet. They think I might be stiff as fuck because they see my shots. But it's like, I mean, I'm a professional. You know what I mean? It's all about taking care of each other.
Well, I've watched a bunch of your matches, so I definitely know you're very snug with your stuff, but you're also very safe with it. It's not like you're like, I'm gonna punch you in the face repeatedly, but you are like, like I said, you're making your stuff work. So I'm well aware. I can't wait. One day, maybe Tarzan and Red Dog will be in a ring. I definitely am all. I've been told that I've worked more Gaga matches. I'm more on the comedy side. I'm like on the serious side. I work. I just want to
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I don't know, man. Hey, I'm always busy as fuck. If a promoter will book it, I'm down, dude.
So one thing I do like to ask, right? This is a question. What's one of the hardest lessons you've had to learn being in the business?
Shit. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm always fucking different. I'm different in society. I'm different in wrestling and shit. Um, but like, man, I don't fucking know, dude. Biggest lesson, I mean, basically, I don't know. I should just try to be safe, protect your fucking head. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I got
like
a
it.
lot of hits and shit, but I don't fucking know, man. I probably fucked up this question. So, you can't put me on the spot with those types of questions. Like deep thought type shit, dude. I'm not. I'm just here chilling right now, bro. I got my pipe out. Which this is amazing pipe right here made by Demetrius Batakos. And he just won a competition about 2 weeks ago out in Colorado where he went for like 2 out of 3 of the competitions, which was all that he could sign up for. And he got first place in both competitions. He makes these fucking giant imps. Fucking, yeah. Fucking, so I got like some of his custom made fucking glass right here that I'm smoking on. Dude, it's fucking amazing. Yeah, just got
We're definitely
yeah.
gonna have
So,
to like get his like. I was like, we're definitely have to
what's
get his info and stuff like that, so we can mark it and put it down so that way some people can go show him some love because maybe there's a few of people who can appreciate a good pipe like this guy.
hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Hey, so we're gonna jump into one of my favorite things, which is the 3 Count Podcast 10 Count questions. Here's how it works. I'm gonna fire off 10 questions at you. Gonna be super quick, and then just whatever is your answer.
All right.
Timer for add pressure. Bing. And here we go. SmackDown.
What? I didn't hear you.
Oh, SmackDown or Raw?
Oh, I guess Raw.
Favorite cartoon?
Probably like Beavis and Butthead as of lately. Again, it always changes.
Yes. Yes. I am a massive Beavis and Butthead fan.
Yeah, I got the Beavis and Butthead really.
Are you on?
Almost.
Yes. I remember watching those guys like in the 90s and just enjoying the ride of that. Are you on Team Apple or Team Android?
Apple right now. At one point, I had both. That was cool.
Favorite movie?
I don't know, dude. I'm a very indecisive person. That type of shit changes. I mean, I don't know. Like, all right, here. So, like, when I was 6, the Mighty Ducks.
I can dig it. I can dig it. Let's see. Are you on Team Marvel or Team DC?
I gotta go with DC for the characters. Even though they've been like dropping the ball with the movies and shit, but like the Batman comics are still fucking amazing. The shit tons that come out every week.
Yes, I'm a massive Batman fan. That's why I was like, definitely. I love Team DC. I love the Marvel movies though. They definitely got me captivated.
Yeah, I was like really into the comic books for like 3 years, man. I was just every Tuesday I would go and I would spend about like $100 to $140 maybe some days on comic books on like all the brand new ones every Tuesday. Now normally shops release them on Wednesday, but this shop would put them out on Tuesdays and shit. So it's always cool to get them like the day that they actually get shipped.
All right, fine. Are you a morning owl? Are you a morning bird or a night owl?
Depends on the day and what the fuck I'm doing.
I like that. That's a
If I
great
got shit to
answer.
do
So
in the
Friday
morning-
night, what are you doing?
Friday night I'm usually at a show. So depending on how far the show is, I usually try to like sleep in, get a little extra sleep, so I wake up, later on and like do my shit before I go to the show. Damn. No, I don't know. I've been like an athlete lately.
Are you?
Hey, what's up?
Are you on Team Batman or Team Superman?
Batman.
Right on. And then nominate one person that you on this podcast.
To see the podcast?
No, nominate someone that you want to see on this podcast.
Oh. Huh. I don't know. There's a lot of cool people, but someone who's like misunderstood is that barbarian guy on Twitter and on GCW settlement that I tagged with. fucking, he's an interesting character.
Bet. And then last but not least, my favorite question to ask anybody who comes on this podcast: favorite curse word.
Probably fuck is like, I probably use that shit the most.
Bet. Well, those are all my questions. So the last thing I just need is to let our listeners and our viewers know where they can find you.
Well, shit, man. Of course, you can always find me on Instagram and under Tarzanian_devil. Fucking, I'm also on like Twitter under Tarzan_Duran. Or also Tarzanian_devil on Twitter and shit as well. But yeah, dude, I'm always fucking doing shit. I'm always doing shows, trying to stay busy as fuck. Like this Friday, I'm going to be in Lancaster, PA for Ricardo Rodriguez's promotion, the Three Legacies Wrestling. So that's going to be awesome, going against this dude, Prince Piranha. So that's going to be fucking dope. So, which is ironic, man, because like, I don't know, like a couple weeks ago, I was just on stage for Hollow Wicked with fucking, for like ICP and shit. And after like the world's most dangerous stunt crew show, I broke out into a fight with one of the stunt crew guys, and I ended up fucking him up. I gave him my jungle juice finisher I made up, fucking onto the chair, gave him like a pile driver through the chairs, and then I took a fucking fish hook and I put it through his lip, and I fucking sent him into the crowd as they body surfed him. And then as a clownvis had the fishing pole, who like works with IC. Same clown pause and shit. He was going like reel him back in. But when I threw him, the string broke. The hook stayed in his mouth, but the fucking string broke on that shit. But yeah, that's pretty cool. So you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I can do the same thing to this fucking piranha guy. I thought that'd be pretty fucking dope. And maybe like, put the hook in his lip and throw him over the fucking ropes and try to see if I can like body surf him on the crowd. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. See how I'm feeling and shit. And then Saturday I'm going to be at a Titan Championship Wrestling for the first time in Portsmouth, New Jersey. Going up against this dude Blaze Ram for the hardcore title. So I think they also got me in the Battle Royal as well. That's what I was originally supposed to do there. And then they saw me get hardcore, I guess, at POR. So they're like, yo, fuck it, let's put this guy in a fucking hardcore match. So that's fucking cool. I'm going to be at SWF at the Metuchen Sportsplex in fucking New Jersey on November 26th. Standalone Wrestling on December 3rd is doing Contest of Champions, which is going to be fucking sick. They got like Sting and like 30, 40, probably 100 by now, other fucking huge ass fucking names going to this fucking show. And this, I don't know, so that's going to be fucking insane. Hold on, let me take a puff break.
Yeah, Chad Minnis is definitely doing like some great work with the Contest of Champions, and I've definitely been a huge proponent of like trying to help promote that as much as possible because it's a great opportunity for a lot of people to be like to get seen in front of like a bunch of people.
Yeah. Chad's definitely one of like the best motherfuckers out there in this fucking business right now, 100%. On December 9th, I'm going to be at Oasis Pro in, just like outside of San Francisco, California. So that's going to be fucking sick. And then December 10th, I'm going to be with Chad for, Short Star Wrestling. So that's going to be at Grand Rio, New Jersey. And I don't think my match has been announced yet, but I know I'm going to be doing something sick. And one of like the biggest fucking matches that I'm going to be doing soon, I guess we're just going to like kick off the new year for me for Find Yourself Wrestling in Richville, New Jersey on January 14th. I'm going to go one-on-one with Brian Kendrick and probably going to throw him around and fuck him up. So that's going to be pretty sweet. And it's definitely going to be worth watching for like a lot of people. And
that's awesome. So hey.
I was gonna say, you can
Go
also
ahead.
find me on.
Finish. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You can find me on Facebook under my name, Randy Christie. And you can also find me on Spotify and Apple Music and some other fucking whatever music streaming networks, fucking shit there is out there, because I do like play guitar and fucking write songs and all that bullshit too. And yeah, so I got my shitty recordings out there, but yeah, it's a lot of fun.
You gotta do what you're passionate about, man, and that's something that you kind of like conveyed in the message today. Was that's definitely something you've got to is chase your passion. So
Yeah, well, you know, dude, I mean, like, weed, wrestling, and women, but then if you put the three W's together and you turn it over, is a fucking M, and you got music. So,
hey, hell yeah, love how that ends. But hey, like every great part of a wrestling match, we gotta take this home because this is the 3 Count Presents Now Into the Ring, and I'm your host, Clifford Red Dog Miller, the man that leads you up that mountain called wrestling. And like any good Sherpa, it's never about me, it's about who's entering the ring. And you see him right there. It's the Tarzanian devil himself, Tarzan Duran. And you guys know what to do. Tune in to the next episode and be there. Or you're following us on all of our social media. You're buying our merch. You're even telling your friends about our show. And then, you know, you're going out of your way to like comment and tell people how much you like it. That, or you're just waiting for this episode, waiting for the outro, and then choosing another episode to listen to. Peace. What's going on, 3 Count Nation? I'm Clifford Red Dog Miller with the catchphrase. But what I really want to do right now, go to twitter.com, right? Go over there, find us at the 3 Count _ pod. Give us a follow, give us a like, give us a comment. We want to talk to you guys. Go to IG at the 3 Count pod. Give us a like, give us a follow, leave us a comment. We want to interact with you. Go to youtube.com, give a subscribe, turn the bell on, turn the notifications, leave a comment. We want to talk to you. Go to anchor.fm / the 3 Count podcast, and in there, you can leave us a message, and we will talk to you. Basically, what I'm trying to tell you is that we want to talk to you. We want to have fun with you guys, and we love listening to what you guys have to say. Also, one thing I need you to do for me, the 3 Count podcast also has merchandise. Oh, at prowrestlingtees.com / the 3 Count pod. Please go buy our t-shirts. We love you guys, and we hope you love us too. So show us some support, please.
That was awesome.
Crazy enough, that was kind of cool. Like, I just want to let everyone know I had no idea that was happening. All right, like, I'm back here. First of all, listen, we've had a train wreck of a pre-production meeting, or like everything as far as like equipment has failed. So I have already chucked this show as an L. But now with that intro, I totally forgot that I even said that. Now I understand why you were trying to force me to have a show last week, Cliff. Yeah, that's actually pretty cool. Yeah, that's now the new intro from now on. This is now the 3 Count podcast debate show with Chaz Evans and guest.
Hey, what you would have noticed too is if you looked right at the end, it says with Chaz, and then
yes,
right in like dark gray it says and others.
I didn't notice that.